Hello friends, welcome back to our channel where we delve into the unknown and the supernatural. Today, we're embarking on a chilling journey into the heart of Europe, a continent steeped in history, folklore, and yes, the supernatural. We've compiled a list of the top 5 most haunted places in Europe, places that have been the sites of documented paranormal activity, locales where stories of spectral encounters have been passed down through generations, chilling tales that have stood the test of time. From the echoing halls of ancient castles to the winding streets of centuries-old cities, these haunted hotspots are sure to send a shiver down your spine. So, whether you're a seasoned ghost hunter or a curious bystander, prepare to be captivated and perhaps a little creeped out. Brace yourselves as we take a supernatural journey to the 5th most haunted place in Europe. Starting off our countdown, at number 5, we have the eerie and enigmatic Poveglia Island, nestled in the Venetian lagoon in Italy. This small, unassuming island is shrouded in tales of terror and haunted happenings, making it one of Europe's most chilling destinations. Poveglia Island's dark history began as a quarantine zone for plague victims in the 14th century. Thousands upon thousands of individuals met their untimely end here, their tormented souls said to be trapped within the island's confines. More than just a resting place for the ill, the island later served as a mental asylum in the early 20th century. Here it's said that a doctor performed cruel experiments on the patients, only to be driven to madness by the island's vengeful spirits. Over the years, Poveglia Island has been the setting for numerous ghostly encounters. Locals and visitors alike have reported hearing phantom screams and cries echoing through the night. Some claim to have seen spectral figures wandering the island, their ethereal forms shimmering in the moonlight. One harrowing account details a chilling encounter with the island's infamous doctor, his spectral form appearing to those who dare to tread too close to the old asylum. Visitors have also reported a heavy, oppressive atmosphere that hangs over the island, a lingering reminder of the suffering that took place here. Many have left the island feeling watched, their nerves frayed and their courage tested, but perhaps the most chilling tale of all is that of the island's bell tower. Although it was removed long ago, on quiet nights, some claim they can still hear the distant tolling of the bell, a haunting reminder of the island's tragic past. A chilling start to our journey, wouldn't you agree? Now, on to the 4th most haunted place in Europe. Moving down the list, we arrive at the 4th most haunted place. Picture this, a place steeped in history, where the walls echo with whispers of the past, and the air is heavy with an eerie stillness. This is a place where the ordinary intertwines with the extraordinary, the seen with the unseen. Welcome to our 4th most haunted location in Europe. Located in the heart of an old city, this place is a beacon for paranormal enthusiasts and history buffs alike. Its history stretches back centuries, a timeline marked by grandeur, turmoil, and tragedy. The stories that surround this place are numerous, each more chilling than the last. Over the years, locals and visitors alike have reported a myriad of strange occurrences. There are tales of cold spots that appear out of nowhere, of spectral figures seen wandering the halls in the dead of night. Some speak of disembodied voices, whispers that seem to come from the very walls themselves. Others describe an inexplicable feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes tracking their every move. But it's not just the reports of paranormal activity that make this place so intriguing. It's the stories, the testimonies from those who've experienced it firsthand. One local shares a tale of a chilling encounter with a spectral figure, an apparition that seemed to vanish into thin air. A visitor recounts a story of hearing whispers, only to turn around and find no one there. These accounts are as varied as they are chilling, a collection of testimonies that paint a picture of a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur. From the spectral figures to the disembodied voices, from the cold spots to the feeling of being watched, this place is a hotbed of paranormal activity. And yet, despite the chilling tales and eerie occurrences, there's an undeniable allure to this place. It's a draw for the brave, the curious, the seekers of the unknown. For those who dare to tread where others fear to go, this place offers an experience like no other. 2 down, 3 more to go. Are you ready for the 3rd most haunted place in Europe? We're halfway through our journey. At number 3, we find ourselves at the chillingly infamous Poveglia Island in Italy. A stone's throw away from the romantic city of Venice, Poveglia is anything but. Its history is as dark as the shadows that reportedly haunt its abandoned buildings. Poveglia's tale begins innocently enough as a small fishing village in the 9th century. However, fast forward to the 1400s, and it became a quarantine station for victims of the bubonic plague. Throughout the centuries, countless souls have met their end on this tiny island, their bodies burned in mass graves or simply left to decompose. But the horror doesn't end there. In the early 1900s, a mental hospital was built on Poveglia. The doctor who ran the facility is said to have performed cruel experiments on the patients. According to the law, he was driven to insanity by the spirits of the island and took his own life, adding yet another ghost to Poveglia's spectral population. Visitors who dare to venture to Poveglia today report an overwhelming sense of dread and despair. The echoes of the past seem to linger in the air, and many have claimed to hear unexplained sounds or even see apparitions. One frequent account is of a shadowy figure believed to be the tormented doctor, roaming the abandoned hospital's decaying halls. Yet, despite its grim past and eerie present, there's a haunting beauty to Poveglia. The crumbling buildings, overgrown vegetation, and the silent lagoon create an atmosphere that's both chilling and oddly captivating. Perhaps it's this paradox that draws the brave and curious to explore its haunted grounds. We're getting closer to the most haunted place in Europe, but before that, let's visit the second most haunted place. As we near the end of our list, we come to the second most haunted place in Europe. In the heart of Scotland, amidst the rugged beauty of nature, lies the ominous Greyfriars Kirkyard. This historic graveyard, dating back to the 16th century, is a repository of chilling tales and eerie occurrences. But it's not the Gothic tombstones or the ominous cawing of ravens that make your spine tingle. No, it's the infamous Mackenzie poltergeist that sends shivers down your spine. George Mackenzie, a 17th century lawyer, earned his infamy due to his ruthless persecution of the Covenanters, a Scottish Presbyterian movement. His final resting place, known as the Black Mausoleum, is the epicenter of the paranormal activities reported in Greyfriars. Visitors and locals alike recount the chilling experiences they've had near this mausoleum. A heavy, oppressive air hangs around the tomb. Cold spots and shadowy figures are frequently reported. The most unsettling of all are the physical attacks. Numerous visitors have emerged from the Black Mausoleum with unexplained scratches, burns, and bruises. Then there are the faint whispers that echo in the dead of night, the inexplicable gusts of wind, the sudden drops in temperature. There's an undeniable sense of a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows, silently observing, quietly menacing. One of the most compelling testimonies comes from a local night watchman. One evening, as he patrolled the graveyard, he heard a guttural growl emanating from the Black Mausoleum. As he approached, a chilling gust of wind knocked him off his feet, and the mausoleum's door slammed shut with a resounding echo. Despite these terrifying accounts, the Greyfriars Kirkyard remains a popular spot for brave tourists and paranormal enthusiasts. Many come seeking a thrill, others out of sheer curiosity, but all leave with the same unshakable feeling of having encountered something beyond our understanding. We're almost at the end of our journey. Are you ready for the most haunted place in Europe? And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The most haunted place in Europe is... Imagine a place shrouded in chilling history. A place that sends shivers down your spine just by whispering its name. This is none other than the infamous Poveglia Island in Italy. Once a quarantine station for plague victims, and later an insane asylum, this island is steeped in a dark and tragic past. Locals and visitors alike have reported countless paranormal activities, from disembodied voices to full apparitions. Some say they've heard cries of despair carried by the wind, while others recount sightings of ghostly figures roaming the island's abandoned buildings. Anecdotes of encounters with the island's tormented spirits are as numerous as they are chilling. There you have it, friends, the top 5 most haunted places in Europe. Remember, these places are not for the faint-hearted. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.